Okay, now we're going to go over domain and range. Domain is nothing more than the set of all possible x values or input values. We use x because it generally means the first term in a series will have x and y, or generally our two terms in a two-dimensional series. Okay, so the set of all possible input or x values which produce a real value or a real output or y value. Set of all possible input or x values which produce a real output or y value in a function. So range is just the opposite. It's the complete set of all possible output values in a function. And when I say output, generally we think of it as y. So we've got our domain and range, and like I said before, what we think of when we think of domain, we think of the x-axis. Range, we think of the y-axis. And so when we're looking for domain and range of a function, all we have to do is look at this function and figure out the x values and the y values. One of the easy ways to do this is take the edges of the function, so like right here, and I can take this one right here, because there are values for x all the way through here. There's no breaks. And so if I look at this, this is at -4, and this is at +4. I can put an x in there, sandwich it between them. This one's going to be less than or equal to 4. This one's going to be x is greater than -4. So all the values of x will lie between -4 and 4. So if we use our set builder notation method, we'll write x such that -4 is less than x, which is less than or equal to +4. Okay. Now, when we're looking at range, we're looking at the y value, so we're looking at the y-axis. So now we'll draw our lines from here, which is at -2, and then we're going to go up and look where else y will be. Well, a lot of people will pick the last point it is, but that's not the last place that y can be. It's not an endpoint, it's this midpoint. And so here at 4 is y's largest value. So we'll put y between, put a less than or equal sign, and a less than or equal sign because it touches there.